What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to week 8 of SDS season 10. This week we have again all 8 of our games played. We always have Odie's game like right around like Sunday night, so um, I took a nap until they played. I don't know why. I was just like really tired today, and I didn't feel like watching the Super Bowl because I don't care about football. Anyways, let me just make sure I have all 8 games open. Yep, I do. Okay. So our first game is gonna be me versus Liger, which is interesting because this game got played like Thursday night. I for some reason I thought there was like another 2 games that got played before, but I guess people want to wait till like Friday to play. So yeah. On my side we have Yveltal, Terra Zygarde, Tapu Koko, Iron Moth, Ferrothorn, and Slowking versus Liger's Iron Treads, Calyrex Ice, Terra Skeledirge, excuse me, um, Giratina Origin, Florges, and Terra Sneasler. Um, I forgot what the Terra types were. My Terra types were Poison on Zygarde, Poison on Skeledirge, and Fire on Sneasler. I thought Fire Sneasler was like very interesting because I was actually thinking that he'd bring like Ground Sneasler because I thought he would prep for like Poison Zygarde, but Fire is interesting. I'm going to lead with Slowking into his Skeledirge, and I'm going to Chili Reception out. I'm kind of surprised he didn't just stay in with Dirge there, but yeah, now I'm going to bring in Yveltal. I'm going to click Dark Pulse. I'm going to get the Dark Pulse flinch. Weird thing about Dark Pulse lately um, is I feel like it's been flinching a lot more. Not even from like Yveltal, because I think this is like the first Dark Pulse flinch from Yveltal, but like I feel like in general, I'm clicking Dark Pulse in like regular games and it's flinching like a lot more than it really should be. Um, so that's interesting. Unfortunately, I do flinch the Giratina on turn 2, which puts Liger on the back foot because Giratina was really hard to switch into. He's going to switch into Florges now, and then he's going to pivot into Dirge on the U-turn. I'm gonna go into Zygarde here, and I'm just gonna get off a Toxic because he gets off a Wisp. I really did think about clicking sub there, but I thought he just like Torch Song or like Alluring Voice through the sub on my Terra or something. He's gonna Earth Power for like 19%. Zygarde's not really gonna give a shit. And I'm now gonna go into Yveltal on his Calyrex Ice Switching actually. And I think here I was a little bit worried about him being a weakness policy, and I didn't kill Dark Pulse, so I just decided to go right back into Slowking as he outrages on the Yveltal. I'm gonna Oblivion Wing pretty much all my HP back. Now he's gonna bring back in Sneasler on the Dirge as I bring in Zygarde. Zygarde was meant for Sneasler anyways. I'm gonna bring in Yveltal again on the Skeledirge. Yeah, so there's like a lot of weird switching going on, and it gets a little bit confusing. I think a couple of the people watching, they were like, dang, this is like a really weird game. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree. And a Dark Pulse, I find out that the Treads is like hella Assault Vest. As I bring in Ferrothorn now on the Ice Spinner. And he's just going to stay in an Earthquake. That does a lot somehow, and I missed the Leech Seed unfortunately, but he also got Dark Pulse flinched, so it's like whatever. He's gonna bring back in Sneasler. He's gonna Dire Claw now, and I don't end up dying. I think he gets like the lowest possible roll as well. And Sneasler dies, I get all of that health back. Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Oh, he was at full health. For some reason, I was like, wait, the Sneasler was at like half. How did I get back like half health? Um. Oh, I'm going back to previous turn. Oops. So yeah, now he Dire Claws. I don't get the para or the poison. I end up killing him, and I get about half my health back. And now Floor just comes in on the Sucker Punch. I think he realized that he was like maybe in Sucker Punch range, so he's like, oh, maybe I should just go into Floor just. Now I'm gonna go into Moth on the Moonblast. He does get the special attack drop, which is whatever. I do get off my Toxic as he clicks Psychic, and I'm like, oh, he does have Psychic on this set. I'm just going to go into Slowking now, as he actually goes into Treads. And I'm going to switch into Zygarde. I want to preserve my Slowking to be at full health, just in case, because I don't know what this Calyrex is, and I figured it's probably just better be safe than sorry. I do get a crit arrows, which actually mattered, although I suppose it didn't really do like too much. I'm gonna get off a Toxic because he clicks Agility, and at this point I'm just kind of letting him, I think, kill Zygarde. I do Protect though on the Icicle Spear because I was like, oh, I can just kind of wear him down with Toxic. If he wants to like go for an SD or whatever, then whatever. Bullet Seed, I don't believe knocks me out, but because I'm knocked off, I believe I die to the burn. So Skeledirge does get a KO after death. Moth is going to come in, and for some reason I'm like, oh, I'm faster. No, I'm not. He clicked Agility. So yeah, he gets that Chilling Neigh boost. Oh yeah, that was the funny thing is I died to burn, which means he didn't get the Chilling Neigh boost. I'm actually going to go into Slowking now. He's going to click Icicle Spear, and I'm going to Chilly Reception into Ferrothorn for some reason. Oh, he dies to the Toxic there. He's going to Draining Kiss, which doesn't do much, and he gets Iron Barbs chipped. And Jarval's going to kill him. That crit, I don't think, mattered. And it's going to be GG Saliger. This was a really weird game, to be honest, and I kind of wish I got to show off my tech, but unfortunately, I don't get like any heat points because I did not click counter on Slowking. Again, I think I ran like the same Slowking set last week, and I just didn't click counter. I felt like I didn't have the opportunity to for some reason, so yeah. Anyways, now it's going to be Chick versus Samkey. I have watched this game already, so I don't know what to say actually. It's going to be Terra Ghost Staraptor and Terra... He didn't bring... Oh, Terra Electric on Necrozma versus Fairy on Keldeo, and then Ground on Enam. So we're going to see the Zeraora lead into Enam. We're going to see a Moonblast. Doesn't knock it out, but we know that Enamor's a Scarf. We also know that Zeraora has like 0 bulk. Now this was a really cool idea on Sam's part to be like very like as unbulky as possible. I guess if that makes sense. He's gonna sack Zera to Eternatus. I'm not really sure why they're... I think Sam thought about clicking Endeavor again. I'm not really sure why he didn't. Because he ended up just sacking Zera anyways, and Zera could have pretty much killed something. Grimstar is going to come in on the Parting Shot. Or Lucario is going to come in on Parting Shot as we see dual screens up on both sides. Meteor Mash does about nothing. Landorus is going to come in and Rock Polish, but Mayo is just going to come in and click Shard. So now Keldeo comes in. We get off a Trailblaze, which doesn't do much behind the screens. But we also get off a Calm Mind on the Thunderbolt. We are not weak to this Policy Keldeo. I'm pretty sure if this was Policy Keldeo, we just auto-won this battle. Surf is going to be able to knock out Darkrai as the screens went away. Now we're forced to Terra Fairy the Keldeo, but because we Terra Fairyed, Lucario can now come in and click Bullet Punch to KO. If we didn't Terrasilize, if we had just crit the Necrozma, then the Keldeo would have just auto-won here, but he had the Terra on the Necrozma. So now Sam's like a little bit back in it. Landorus is going to come in, and I believe we just see a raw Earthquake, yeah. And we're just going to see another Earthquake. I guess Chickadee saw him clicking Reflect there, so there wasn't really a reason to preserve like Lando's HP and just get more chip on the Mamoswine. He's going to shard into the Yachi Berry, but now Landorus is like very weakened. Grimstar is going to come in on the Brave Bird. It is going to get crit, unfortunately. which sucks for Chickadee because now like he could potentially lose, but he is Scarf in Amorous, so he just has to kind of like pivot around and make sure he doesn't die to like Bullet Punch. Unfortunately, the Bullet Punch didn't KO Lando there. If Sam had went for like Meteor Mash, he could have been in like a decent position, but I'm pretty sure he still lost to Eternatus, like no matter what. So we're gonna see the Terra Ghost Brave Bird on Staraptor, as we now see Enam come back in, and we're just gonna see Moonblast will clean up, and that'll be GG's from Sam and Chickadee. Interesting game. Like I think this Endeavor Zeraora was very interesting. Dual Screens Mamoswine was definitely interesting. Like I don't think dual screens as a set is interesting, but I think dual screens on Mamoswine is interesting, if that makes sense. This was a cool Keldeo, but like behind screens, and I didn't really see anything like too interesting. That reminds me to like check this. I think his Florges was AV. So we saw that, and I forgot. I think this was AV too, but that's like whatever. The Florges might get like a point too. So on Log and Wisdom side, we have Terapagos, Stellar, Kyurem White, Zamazenta, Tornti, Glowking, and Araquanid. Obviously, Stellar Terapagos. On Wisdom side, we have Manaphy, Mesprit, Zacian, Zamazenta, Crowned. So we have both Zamazentas in this battle. Terra Jug and Klefki. On Wisdom side, it's going to be Terra Flying Jug. Everything else in this battle is Terra Stellar. We're going to see the Stealth Rock Mesprit into the Araquanid, as we also just U-turn into Zamazenta. Yeah, Araquanid can't really do too much to Zama here. Liquidation is still going to do about 20%, which is actually kind of a lot. To +3 defense, I feel. We're going to Heavy Slam into Zama. Kyurem's actually going to come in now, which is showing that's about to click Scarf Earth Power. Mesprit's going to come in. Or Scarf Fusion Flare. Okay. Fusion Flare is going to knock out Mesprit. I actually completely forgot about Fusion Flare. Jug is going to come in, though. We're going to Terra Flying and Terra Blast, which does nothing, actually. Fusion Flare. I'm not really sure why we didn't just like go Manaphy here. Because I feel like he's obviously Scarfed, so why don't you just go like Manaphy and like pivot? I don't know. Terra Blast, that does a lot to Slowking, though. We're going to see Klefki come in now on the webs. On the Ice Beam, which doesn't do too much. We're going to get up screens, because that's how you play Ubers. You get up screens. Just boring, but kind of, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. We're actually going to Defog, which actually gets rid of the webs that Araquanid got up, so I guess Log saw, like, he wanted to keep... that makes me think his Terapagos doesn't have boots. Like, I think he defogged because of Terapagos, so... yeah, interesting. Zacian's gonna come in, though, and I think we already know it's, like, Fizdef Glowking. Oh, that did a lot. Zamazenta's gonna come in now on Zacian. On the Player Off. There's no way Player Off killed from this range, right? No way. If Crunch had 59, I don't think Player Off is killing. He had to make a prediction there. That's insane. Sacred Sword is gonna knock it out. And then Log looked up the weaknesses to Zacian. Wait, the Speed Tie. Oh, they do have the same stats, huh? I forgot Zacian and Zamazenta had the same stats, but their crown forms go in like opposite directions for some reason. I see Terra Blast right into Torn. Jug is faster. I guess this is Scarf Jug. That makes sense, potentially. Klefki will come in on the Chilly Reception. And we get into Terrapagos on Klefki. Wisdom thinks clicking chili reception was well played. Okay. We are going to get off a Toxic on Terrapagos. If he has Rest, then it won't really matter. Terraform Zero does actually get rid of the snow. I feel like we haven't really seen Terraform Zero like activate. But it is a cool ability that it activates like once per battle. We're going to see the Manaphy come in behind the light screen as we see a bunch of Calm Minds. Oh, it's going to be Heart Swap Manaphy. Okay, I do remember him saying that he had that. We're going to see the Scald. Doesn't really do that much, actually. Yeah, Heart Swap Manaphy was such a good bring. As now, I believe we just see Manaphy kind of just sweep here. Especially behind the screen, like, it's not taking any damage. And now we see Ancient Power Mesprit, or Manaphy. No boost, but yeah, this, I like this. I've not seen Heart Swap Manaphy since like early Gen 8 probably. And I feel like even then, like, it didn't do too much, but this was such a good bring against Terrapagos. And yeah, Terrapagos didn't even get a KO. We're denying Terrapagos from KOs, like, left and right now. I guess we'll see how the kill board looks after this, because I think, I don't know, Terrapagos might not be on top anymore, and I'm feeling a little bit less stupid every day for allowing it. I still think this mon is, like, kind of broken, and, like, should not allow it. It's kind of like Spectre in, like, singles, where, like, maybe it's not, like, broken, but it's just, like, stupid to prep for, you know? Maybe. I could also just be stupid. Speaking of stupid, there's an Ice Cube on my team, or on my screen. On Sacred Ashes side, we have Arceus Electric, Solgaleo, Iron, Valiant, Ogerpon, Hearthflame, Terra, Flygon, and Terra Driftblim versus Ice Cube, Samurott Round 2e, Arceus Bug, Magearna, Terra Ursaluna, and Archelodon. I believe it's gonna be Terra, yes, Terra Steel on Flygon, of course, Terra Steel. Terra Ghost on Driftblim. On Fletch's side, we have Terra Grass Ursaluna. Grass is an interesting bring into an Ogerpon. And it's Terra Steel right into the Samurott round 2e. As you see, a Ceaseless Edge. So it's just going to be a special Flygon. And yeah, Samurott does not end up beating the Flygon here. But now we see Arceus Bug. So Flygon, I think that is the fastest I've seen Flygon die this season so far. It's still 1v1 to fucking Samurott. Now we're gonna see Ursaluna come in on the Calm Mind. What's his face? You're gonna see yawn. Which is funny because I just yawned. Like at the same time he clicked that. That was not intentional. We're gonna see like a lot of switching going around, but I think, ooh, that did a lot. That did a lot. EQ. Oh, and that did so much damage. We see another yawn. It's gonna be lefties Ursaluna, probably like lefties Bulletproof. Close Combat doesn't really do too much. Oh, it's like Bulletproof for like Aura Sphere, Focus Blast maybe. Val gets, maybe it lives a CC from Val because Val kind of sucks. Recover. So we're just gonna see Arceus versus Arceus here. Is the nickname on the Arceus changing every week? Like, is it just Bug Season 1 episode, like, whatever week it is? Huh. Mademoiselle Rue. Bolt switch into Archelodon. We're gonna see Solgaleo get sacked here. As we get rocks with Archelodon, good play. We also see a Roar, so yeah, Solgaleo is just dead after a Roar. And the Ogerpon took so much chip from coming in. Ivy Cudgel into the Luna. I guess, yeah, I guess you don't really need Luna anymore, but I mean, like, maybe you wanted to keep that around for Arceus? I don't know. Ivy Cudgel doesn't KO. We're gonna see a taunt from Earth. Okay, what the fuck is this set, Fletch? Taunt Ursaluna. We're gonna see an Ivy Cudgel into the Draco. Even Chickadee said what? Taunt Yon Ursaluna. That's super. I mean, versus Sacred Ash, like, I feel like this is the way to beat Sacred Ash is Yon Taunt Ursaluna. We're gonna see Calm Mind from Arceus, but we're just gonna see Roar on our child, and we're gonna get health back from our leftovers. This is such a good set. Fletch obviously has been watching these games, and he's seeing people struggle with trying to break through like all this like fat ass setup that he has, and he's just roaring things around on hazards to chip down the mons that like don't have recovery, and then deal with those like last. We're gonna see the Magearna eat the close combat's 4 cannon kills. And we get the Soul Heart boost again. And now we see the recover on the Volt switch into our Chaladon again. Yeah, I guess we can still roar. We can roar as long as one other Pokemon's alive. I feel like we don't really have a way to deal with Arceus if I had to guess. But you're kind of wasting its recover PP as it just kind of keeps roaring around. Driftblim is going to die on the next turn. We're just going to kill Driftblim. That's interesting. I feel like you put yourself in a bad position against Arceus here. Because now he's at full health. We're going to go into Arceus Bug on the Calm Mind. Spatial Rend. Okay, so we're going for crit. That is probably not going to go well, and I think Arceus Electric might just win this, actually. Well, you don't have Taunt on your Arceus. This would have been a good opportunity to have Taunt. I think Sacred Ash wins because we didn't prep for Arceus. And yeah, we just get up to +6. And now it's time to sweep. Yeah, Magearna is not going to eat that. Yeah. Well, Fletch, I don't know what you were thinking. Yeah. We had such good prep for everything else, but as soon as we get to the Arceus at the end, you just couldn't do it. You were really close. We only had 1 recover PP left. But if you had, like, taunts or anything, or, like, haze, that could have saved you. Unfortunately, you were not saved. Yawn, Ursaluna, Roar, Stealth Rock, Archaladon. I've never seen Archaladon stay in for, like, so many turns. I mean, I guess I'd only click, like, 8 buttons, but still. Yeah, it was just too much. I do think I'm giving heat to this Ursaluna. This could be heat of the week, honestly. We'll see. Next up, we have Jaden versus Heister. We're on the second half of our battles. I would like to get done because I would like to also record the video for the draft I just did, so stay tuned for that because I'll probably be uploading that maybe tomorrow. I might have to make it tomorrow. On Jaden's side, we have Alola, Mega Scissor, who he doesn't stop drafting. Fucking Mega Scissor, who's also 16 points, rigged as fuck in SSSDL. But anyways, we also have Thunderous Therian, Fluttermane, Alomomola, and Rayquaza versus the Zapdos, Terra Heatran, Terra Wellspring, Mega Sceptile, Marshadow, and Ninetales Alola. It's going to be Terra Electric on the Thunders. Oh, no Tusk this week. Interesting. Obviously, water on Wellspring. Is it Terra? No, it's not even Terra Heatran anymore. It's just Wellspring, I think. Well, we get the lead Zapdos into Rayquaza, as now we go into Mega Muck. Get off the Discharge, obviously Assault Vest Muck, as U-Turn does more than Discharge. We're gonna knock off into the Marshadow. No Poison Touch. Rayquaza's gonna come right in on Marshadow as we bulk up. I believe, yeah, you still die. I'm surprised we didn't Dragon Ascent there, but actually, just why I don't know why we didn't just Dragon Ascent there. Sceptile's gonna come in though, because it's safe. We're gonna see a Leaf Storm do about nothing. Because now Heatran has to come in on Muck. Brick Break. That did a lot. We're gonna see a Power Gem do pretty much absolutely nothing as knockoff. We do get the Flame Body. Otis Scarf Heatran, interesting. Ogerpon's gonna come in on the Brick Break. No Poison Touch again. And we're gonna bring in Scissor on the Terra. Get the Spadef boost. We're gonna Swords Dance. Mega Scissor is gonna come in. Eat the Cudgel just barely. We're gonna see a Trailblaze. And we're gonna Bullet Punch. Why didn't we go into Zapdos here? I don't know. Moonblast is going to be able to revenge kill Ogerpon though, as now Zapdos comes in. And Thundy T is going to come in on the U-turn into Ninetales, and I feel like we needed to get Ninetales in like so much earlier. We're going to get up the Veils, be Agility, and Plot. Blizzard does so much damage. Oh my gosh, I actually didn't expect it to. Oh, it's because I told Jaden to get up screens with something, but no, he didn't get up screens. Heatran's gonna come in on the Mystical Fire. Since it's Flame Body Heatran, doesn't really check it. And Heatran's gonna die. Zapdos is gonna come in though on the Calm Mind. Uh-oh. We're gonna U-turn, probably into Sceptile. Leaf Storm does still about half, which is surprising. But Moonblast is just going to knock it out. And yeah, we're going to see the Flutter Mane sweep, I believe. Zapdos does kind of eat. But yeah, Discharge doesn't do enough. No Para. Mystical Fire. I'm not really sure why we Mystical Fired when we're trying to win with Flutter Mane. Like, why didn't you just Moonblast? No clue. Maybe it was like a... Maybe he thinks he high rolled and then like a low roll would have not killed. So he went for Mystical Fire and just... I don't know. I feel like going for the Discharge Para is like worse. But yeah, we're going to get off the Toxic with Aloe on the Thingy-Majig. And Protect into the Blizzard. Ninetales will die. And we see Jaden win with Lechuga. This Aloe is getting like quite a few kills this season. Anyways, now we're gonna have... Oh, let me see really quick if I thought anything was like cool. Trailblaze Mega Scissor was cool. I think it was like pretty much an offensive Scissor into a Zapdos. I'm not sure if that's like Heat though, because it's still like Technician. I don't think there's anything cool that Mega Scissor could do. There's like not one thing Mega Scissor can do and be like, oh, that's cool. Unless it's like Silver Wind, like Special Scissor. There's nothing it could do. This was Scarf Power Gem Heatran. That was interesting. Yeah, I feel like I'm not really seeing much this week. I think people are trying to just lock in, try to make playoffs. But, we'll probably see more next week as, most people are either out of playoffs or just locked in playoffs now, so... Yeah, on the Danley side we have Dialga, Mega Mewtwo Y, Urshifu, Single Strike, Raikou, Primarina, and Donphan. The middle two have Terra. On Steven's side, we have Terra, Zarude, Okidogi, Gliscor, Corviknight, Mewtwo, and Volcanion. We are going to see Terra Dark on Shifu, Terra Ice Raikou. Yeah, Steven's team is super duper weak to ice, and I think Raikou is definitely gonna do a lot more in this matchup than probably like Arctozolt or Ice-Q did. So we'll see. Steven is gonna have to tear ground on Mr. Not Zygarde, Zarude. Surprised he ended up actually bringing Terra Ground when he's like so weak to ice and like water, but yeah, and then he's gonna have Terra Water on Volcanion. So we're gonna lead Steam Eruption into Primarine as Prim gets off a Toxic. Dialga will come in on the Steam Eruption. I'm not really sure why we're just spamming Steam Eruption here, but you know what? Sure. Draco Meteor is not going to be able to knock it out, but we're going to see a Flame Charge into, I think, Toxic Killing. There goes Volcanion. Mewtwo's going to come in on the weakened down Dialga. Although if we had, like, Heavy Slam here with Chople Berry, that probably would have been, like, interesting. Prim is going to eat a hit. We're also going to Encore into the Psy Strike. So yeah, we have to go into Shifu here because he was locked in the Psy Strike. Prim's going to come in on the U-turn. And it is going to live, but Zarude, this is prime opportunity for a Trailblaze. Rindo's not going to save you there. Shifu's going to come in, and it's going to close combat into the Okidogi. This is looking probably banded, unless this is, like, not bulky Okidogi. I actually don't really know what to think about Okidogi. Like, I feel like this mon, like, isn't good. Maybe in draft it's a lot better, but I feel like on ladder this mon is like really kind of weak. But I guess if you can build it to do like whatever you need it to, then maybe it's better. Corv will come in on Donphan as we see it knockoff. The safety goggles. Safety goggles, obviously. Oh, I was prepped for Luigi Spore. Dialga is going to come in on Corviknight as we see body press. Does about half. Gliscor will come in on the Thunderbolt. And if anything, Dialga will oh, he actually swaps. Okay. We're going to get up a Spike. And Corviknight will come in on probably a Spin. No, we're actually just going to get up our rocks with Donphan. We see an Iron Defense into the knockoff. Ooh, this is not good. Are we just going to spin? Oh, we Earthquake into the Roost. Okay, that's a good play. We Earthquake into the Roost. But yeah, no, Raikou should always be able to, like, revenge kill this. Trailblaze Raikou, that did 0%. Wow, Raikou is so bad that Trailblaze did, like, actually 0%. But Thunderbolt doesn't knock out Corv. Wow, Raikou sucks. Jeez. Okay, well, Mega Mewtwo is going to be able to revenge kill. As now we see Zarude come in. It's going to tear ground, but we do eat the Ice Beam. We do eat it. Trailblaze doesn't KO, but now Mewtwo is going to probably die. Do we? Yeah, I was going to say you need to keep Mewtwo, right? You go into the Salak Berry Urshifu. Okay, so it's not Choice Band. I'm going to tear Dark Sucker Punch. Okidogi is going to be able to come in pretty safely. I think, yeah, you just sack Dialga here. I feel like Mewtwo just wins, right? Gliscor comes in on the Psy Strike. We do get a crit. But I think, like, no, you just Psy Strike again. Huh. What do you have for this Mewtwo? Ice Beam? Okay. Ooh, wait, the other Psy Strike didn't KO. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is just gonna be the Danley winning here. Oh, wait, no, it's Scarf. Wait, what? Wait, did I know this was Scarf? Yeah, Okidogi sucks, guys. You know, maybe this mana is just a lot better than I thought it was. I just feel like when drafting, it's just like base 80 speed. It's like a little bit slow, but like maybe this is a lot better than I give it credit for. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I feel like I haven't seen Okidogi enough to say like, oh, it's bad or oh, it's good. I didn't. I don't know. I might be moving him back up to like 10 next season. I think he might be really solid. Um, yeah, good game. I didn't realize that was Scarf. Um, did I see like anything like interesting? Having Iron Defense body press on a U-turn cord is kind of nasty. I'm also really not sure why the Shifu like sucker punched here. Like, did he not have anything for Dogi? I guess he didn't have anything. Anyways, now we're gonna have Auron versus Zelda. We're gonna see the Mega Metagross, Xerneas, Nidoqueen, Kyurem, Meowscarada, and Rotom versus Mega Gengar, Gligar, Terraladios, Melmetal, Arboliva, and Gouging Fire. It's gonna be Terra, Poison, Latios, Terra, Water, Kyurem. See Rotom lead into Gengars. Gengar's gonna Mega Evolve and Protect on the Volt Switch. It's gonna be able to get off some big chip on Rotom. That is looking like AV Rotom. Or it could just be like very Spidef and Mega Gengar sucks. I don't know. We're gonna see Protect into the Dragon. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck you're protecting on Kyurem. Like that thing easily clicks Dragon Dance on you. I don't know like what you were thinking. Melmetal's gonna come in on Terra Blast. That does absolutely nothing. Oh, we see the Iron Defense. Uh-oh. Nidoqueen will probably just come in on like the press and does nothing. Yeah. I think Terra Melmetal would have been interesting if you want to do that. We're gonna see the Terra Poison Mystical Fire into Metagross. Oh, and because of Clear Body, you don't actually lose special attack, which doesn't really matter because Metagross is gonna die. Don't know why we didn't go for like Bullet Punch. Maybe we didn't have it. Gouge will come in on the Kyurem, and it's gonna Dragon Dance on Rotom into the Foul Play, which doesn't do much actually. Foul Play, Temper Flare, Citrus Rotom. Okay, we're just gonna spam Foul Play. I mean, like, I feel like Gouge can just kind of. Oh, Breaking Swipe. Interesting. I feel like you can just kind of Morning Sun. Rotom. Ooh. Pain Split. Okay, so Zelda thinks he loses this situation. I actually don't really agree with that. I don't think he lost that situation. I feel like he just had to, like, be ballsy and, like, maybe go, like, at full health, just DD again. But if all he had is Breaking Swipe, that's interesting. I have been seeing a lot of Breaking Swipe on, like, Gouge lately. Or just, like, in general, like, Breaking Swipe being used. Gen 9's getting interesting, guys. Kyurem will come in on a Draco. That does kind of a lot. Melmetal can always come in on the Kyurem, though, obviously. Oh, it's going to be Roost's Kyurem. DD, Icicle Spear, Terror Blast, Roost. Okay, I mean, fair. Kyurem is really solid. Rotom Wash, like, always switches in on Melm. See Arb come in on the Volt Switch. And no Seed Sower. So we are Harvest. Focus Blast doesn't knock out Arb. We do get the defense drop. We do see the Citrus into the missing Leech Seed, unfortunately. U-turn into Melmetal. Yeah, he's on the side talking about missing. But we are against the Calm Mind Xerneas, and we just sent in Steel type. Oh, he doesn't go for the Focus Blast. Okay, we're keeping the game alive. I mean, like, I guess if you can keep switching into Rotom on this, go ahead. Go Arb on probably Volt Switch. Okay, so yeah, you didn't want to risk the Pain Split into Rotom, taking you down to like 20% and full healing the Rotom. Arb is gonna come in on the Volt Switch, and I think at this point you just have to sack Arb. U-turn. We never harvested our berry again, huh? Latios will come in on the Rotom Wash. So you see Kyurem come in, probably Draco, Terra Blast. Terra Blast into Draco. But no, we didn't go for it. I feel like at this point, like, you just have to start going for, like, some of the buttons. Gligar's gonna come in on a sack Ice Beam. We sent in Gouging Fire here? That's interesting. Yeah, why the fuck did we do that? And why did Zelda say he was bluffing being faster? Gouging Fire is faster than Nidoqueen, dude. What? I'm just confused at this point at what I'm looking at. Maybe we didn't have like mystical or like lesser purge, but like what? Oh, your choice. Okay, that was a game. That was a game that I watched. I feel like I get confused when I watch Zelda play. No offense, I just get confused. Um, nah, not impressed by like any of these sets. Our last game is gonna be Abashta versus Odie. We're gonna see Cleaver, Gengar, I think Terra Gengar, Primal Kyogre, Terra Mew, Arceus Fighting, and Charizard Mega X versus Terra Scissor, Mega Mewtwo X, Reshiram, Ting-Lu, Garbodor, and Shaman Sky. Excuse me. It's gonna be just Terra Steel on Scissor this week instead of Terra Stellar. He has been doing Terra Stellar quite a bit. It's gonna be, I think, if Gengar is Terra, then it's just Ghost, and Mew's just Psychic. It almost looks like we didn't even slap like any Terra types on anything. Obviously, you put the Steel on Scissor because it would have been Terra Bug if you hadn't, but. And we're gonna see a Kyogre lead into Ting-Lu. That is not good for Odie. Liquidation. Physical Kyogre, huh? Earthquake does over half, which means that Ting-Lu Earthquake did more than Terra Ground, Adamant, Zygarde Earthquake at +1. Fun. Air Slash into the Charizard. We're gonna Flare Blitz into the Shaman, so yeah, but Zard will die as well, I suppose. Reshiram will come in on the Mew. We're gonna see the Stealth Rock. And Dragon Pulse. Red card, cool. We're seeing some stuff. We're gonna see Stomping Tantrum, Garbodor. Now, I've run Stomping Tantrum Garbodor before. Thief? What? Oh wait, this is Ground Gem too? What? And you're gonna KO Kyogre? Oh my god. Wait. Was this like offensive Was this offensive Garbodor? Do you have like a Totemize? That is so interesting. That is, I think, definitely Heat of the Week. Defog Scissor. Yeah, gonna Terra Steel Bullet Punch now. That does a lot, but it doesn't do enough. And yeah, Reshiram will come in now. Into the Shadow Ball. Fusion Flare will knock it out. Cleaver's gonna come in. We get up a Stone Axe. Mewtwo comes in now. And we're gonna see the Mega Evolution. We're gonna miss Stone Axe, unfortunately, into the Psycho Cut. Stone Axe doesn't really do too much to Mewtwo. Psycho Cut will knock it out. And Arceus Fighting will come in. Now it's gonna be, is being a Psychic type enough? The fact that this has like 194 attack and Psycho Cut super effective only did 46%. Wow. Yeah, Arceus is winning this. I feel like this is the one week that Odie didn't run like special. I feel like you really needed to run special into this. Well, and there's that. I think this Garbodor is Heat of the Week. I don't even think it's close either. I honestly barely saw anything else from anyone. Like, there's stuff that's like cool. Like, physical Kyogre, cool. Don't care. I don't think I saw like anything here. I didn't see anything. This was a loaded dice. This was cool as well, and this was AV, but like cool, whatever. Um, this was cool, being like zero bulk, cool, whatever. Keldeo like all right. This was super cool as well. Maybe it's gonna be between Manaphy and Garbodor. I did not see like anything else, to be honest. I also thought Wisdom brought Illumise. I thought I heard about Illumise coming to this game. Arceus winning. This was also cool. Like the Archaladon and the Ursaluna were very cool. I believe I saw nothing. Jaden's been giving nothing lately. um, nothing there. Encore Prim is always cool to see. Scarf Okidogi, cool. No. Actually, I want to check something really quick. Ethan to Mew. Kyogre comes in. Liquidation does about 80%. Okay, I was just making sure this thing did not outspeed Kyogre. I don't know why I felt like I remember it outspeeding Kyogre, but no, it did not. Okay. By the way, Garbodor is fast. What's his base speed? Like 75? Or is it like 80? I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen Garbodor. But yeah, that was very cool. Standings wise, well, hold on. Okay, good. I thought for a second I like wasn't even like recording the screen. I fucking clicked on that one. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so our standings are very close. Orn is barely above me at this point. And looking at his game, yeah, he 4-0'd. But it was very close. I think I also 4-0'd. So we have same differential. Wait, I feel like that's wrong. Shouldn't he be like a little bit higher? No, it was a 4-0 on here. Okay. Maybe he was only one ahead of me before. But yeah, it's going to be me and Orn locked in top 2 seeds. I think the only way we lose top 2 seeds is if I get 5 or 6-0'd and Sacred Ash gets 5 or 6-0. Otherwise, that's pretty much a lock. I guess kind of same for Orn. Like, Orn, if he gets 6-0, loses top seed. Well, he loses top 2 seed if he gets 6-0'd and Sacred Ash 6-0s. But other than that, I believe top 2 seeds are a lock. Other than the fact that differential is going to matter for whoever gets top seed, unless one wins or loses, I suppose. Sacred Ash looks like a decent lock for 3rd seed, but if he loses and then Chick or Steven win at all, or even if a Bastia wins like at all, he could drop to like 5th, 6th, 7th. Nobody else is, I think, actually all top 7 are locked. Everyone is locked in top 7. The only person in top 8 that isn't locked is obviously Fletch. You have to have at least 4 wins to make it to playoffs. And in that case, I think the Danley is Fletch's only competition. Fletch would have to lose. The Danley has to win. Is it Fletch versus the Danley next week? So let's see. It's gonna be. I have a hard time reading this schedule. Okay, so it's gonna be Danley versus Liger, and it's gonna be Fletch versus Wisdom. So Wisdom and Liger have a lot of control here. Wisdom could also make playoffs. Wait, was it Wisdom versus Fletch? It is Wisdom versus Fletch. Interesting. So Wisdom has to beat Fletch 5 or 6-0. I think we discussed this in call. He has to 6-0 to make it to playoffs. Everyone else below him is out. The Danley needs Liger to win. Okay, so what happens is Wisdom needs to 6-0. He also needs Liger to beat the Danley. That's pretty much it though. That's it. The interesting thing here is the kill board. Okay, so Terapagos is still on top, but I feel like we've denied Terapagos from KOs for like the last 3 weeks. It might have gotten like 1 or 2 KOs, but Enamorus is catching up. We might Enamorus is technically same differential. It does need like some extra. I think Enem can do it. Kyurem can no longer do it. Arceus Bug still at the top. Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo Y and Mega Mewtwo X and Mew all in the top 10. Very cool. Flygon's still top 10. Zarude is creeping its way down, but it's still kind of up there. Coco fell from like 9 to 15. Yveltal kind of creeped its way back up though. I think Yveltal got like 3 kills. So Yveltal's back. So yeah, the kill board is just all over the place. Ursaluna fell down quite a bit. Dogi's working its way up. 8 kills for Dogi. Wow. You know what? This mon... You know what? Okidogi, you're a good mon. I think Okidogi's a good mon, and I will draft it soon. I'm sure. Anything else up here that's interesting? Arceus fighting. I feel like Arceus fighting is low. Like, I feel like this mon has done a lot more, but I guess it just hasn't. Feels like it has been, though. If I do Ubers, like, ever again, though, I think I'm just not gonna allow Arceus except, like, Arceus Bug, because, like, those the bulky Calm Mind sets on, like, Electric, those are, like, so hard to beat. It's so obnoxious to prep for. I just don't think I could do it. So yeah. With that said, I will end things here. This is already a very long video. Good luck to everyone. We have our top 7 are completely locked in for playoffs. So basically, it's good luck to Wisdom on your getting a 6-0. Good luck to Danley on winning. Let me just make sure again. Yeah, it's Dedanley versus Liger, and it's Fletch versus Wisdom. Those are the games to look out for. I might even say those for like the last 2 games that we watch as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.